Good evening, Raider Nation, and welcome to another edition of Raiders Insider, where we dive deep into the heart of the silver and black. I'm your host, Mike Thompson, and folks, if you're a die-hard Las Vegas Raiders fan like me, tonight's report is gonna hit hard, but in the best way possible, because we're all about that passion for the game.
Picture this. It's a crisp October Sunday in 2025, the lights of Allegiant Stadium are blazing, and the Raiders are facing off against their arch-rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. But instead of the fireworks we hoped for, it turned into a one-sided showdown that left fans scratching their heads and whispering about what's next. That's right, after a brutal 31-0 shutout loss to the Chiefs today, rumors are swirling faster than a Patrick Mahomes spiral. Could major changes be on the horizon for our beloved Raiders? Stick with me as we break it all down, from the game recap to the juicy speculation that's got everyone talking. Let's start with the hook that had us all on the edge of our seats, or maybe burying our heads in our hands. The Raiders, coming into this Week 7 matchup with high hopes after a mixed start to the season, got absolutely steamrolled by the defending champs. Kansas City dropped 31 points while holding Las Vegas to 0. Yep, a complete shutout, the first for the Raiders since way back in 2014. It's the kind of defeat that echoes through the locker room like a thunderclap, and trust me, Raider Nation, we've seen our share of storms. But here's the rumor that's lighting up social media and insider chats. Sources close to the team are buzzing that head coach Antonio Pierce's seat is getting hotter than the Vegas Strip in July. Could this loss be the tipping point? We're hearing whispers of potential front office shakeups, maybe even a mid-season coaching change. Now, I gotta be clear, this is unconfirmed, straight from the rumor mill, but in the NFL, where wins are everything, these talks don't come out of nowhere. Rewinding to the game itself, let's paint the picture. The Chiefs came out swinging, with Patrick Mahomes looking like the wizard he is, connecting on touchdown passes left and right. Rashee Rice, back from whatever drama he's been dealing with, hauled in 2 scores, making our secondary look like they were chasing ghosts. On the Raiders' side, quarterback Aidan O'Connell, stepping in amid the ongoing QB carousel, struggled mightily, completing just 12 of 26 passes for a measly 89 yards and tossing an interception that sealed our fate early. The ground game, non-existent. Zamir White and the running backs managed only 52 yards total, as the Chiefs' defensive line, led by Chris Jones, dominated the trenches like they owned them. Defensively, we had flashes. Max Crosby, that relentless edge rusher who's become the face of our D, notched a sack and a few pressures, but overall, it was a no-show. Kansas City racked up 434 total yards to our 94, controlled the clock for nearly 40 minutes, and converted 10 of 14 third downs. Ouch. It's the kind of stats that make you wonder if the team's still shaking off the rust from last season's 8-9 finish. But hey, let's zoom out for some historical context, because the Raiders' story is one of resilience and glory. Remember, this franchise started as the Oakland Raiders back in 1960, part of the AFL, and they've got 3 Super Bowl rings to their name, 11, 15, and 18. Legends like Ken Stabler, Marcus Allen, and Howie Long built this legacy with grit and flair. The move to Las Vegas in 2020 brought the glitz of Allegiant Stadium, that $2 billion marvel with its black hole vibe and retractable field. Yet, we've had our ups and downs in the AFC West, where rivalries burn hot. The Chiefs. They've owned us lately, winning 12 of the last 14 meetings, including today's blowout. The Chargers and Broncos aren't far behind in the division drama. Think of those epic battles with Phillip Rivers or Peyton Manning. Statistically, this shutout drops the Raiders to 2-5 on the season, putting them dead last in the West. Compare that to our 2021 playoff run under Rich Bisaccia, or even the Derek Carr era where we flirted with contention but never quite sealed the deal. Carr, now with the Saints, left a void that's been tough to fill. O'Connell and Gardner Minshew have split time, but neither's locked in that star power yet. Diving deeper into the analysis, what went wrong today? Tactically, Coach Pierce's game plan seems solid on paper. Aggressive blitzes to rattle Mahomes, zone coverage to contain Travis Kelce, but execution fell flat. Injuries played a role too. Our offensive line was patchwork with Christian Darrisaw sidelined by a knee tweak, and that left O'Connell under constant pressure, sacked 4 times. On the bright side, rookie tight end Brock Bowers showed promise with a couple of tough catches, hinting at a future weapon. But the defense, usually our calling card with Crosby and Christian Wilkins anchoring it, couldn't generate turnovers. No interceptions, no fumbles forced, that's un-Raider-like. Expert opinions are pouring in, I caught up with fictional analyst Sarah Jenkins from ESPN, who said, "This loss isn't just a bad day, it's a symptom of deeper issues. The Raiders need to reassess their quarterback situation and maybe dip into the trade market for a veteran signal caller." And from a fan perspective, imagine Raider Dave from the tailgate lots. "Man, we've been through the tuck rule, the immaculate reception, we'll bounce back, but Pierce better light a fire under this team." Now, about that rumor, let's unpack it. Insiders are chattering that owner Mark Davis, son of the legendary Al Davis with his "just win, baby" mantra, is growing impatient. After pouring millions into the Vegas move and stars like Davante Adams, who, by the way, was held to just 3 catches today amid trade whispers himself, another losing season could trigger big moves. We're hearing potential interest in trading Adams to a contender like the Jets or Chiefs. Ironic, right? Or even shopping Crosby, though that'd break hearts in Raider Nation. Fictional quote from a team source: "The locker room's frustrated. Guys like Max are giving everything, but without consistent QB play, it's tough. Pierce has the respect, but results matter." And pop culture tie-in. Think of it like the drama in Any Given Sunday. Al Pacino's coach fighting for his job amid team turmoil. Or link it to current events. With the NFL expanding global games, maybe the Raiders eye an international talent boost. Looking ahead, what does this mean for the playoffs? At 2-5, we're staring at a steep climb. The AFC is stacked with the Chiefs at 6-0, Bills cruising. Our path involves winning out in the division, starting with next week's tilt against the Rams. Predictions. If the rumor holds and changes come, a new coach like Bill Belichick, hey, he's available in this hypothetical, could inject discipline. Or perhaps promote defensive coordinator Patrick Graham for continuity. Implications for the draft? A high pick could land us a franchise QB like Shedeur Sanders. But don't count us out. Raiders history is full of comebacks, like the 1980 wild card run to Super Bowl glory. In closing, Raider Nation, this hurts, but it's fuel for the fire. We've got the passion, the stadium, the legacy. Let's rally behind the team. Tune in next Sunday for the Rams game. I'll be here with live updates. What do you think about these rumors? Drop your takes in the comments below, and subscribe for more Raiders Insider. Until next time, stay committed to excellence. Just win, baby.